Hello everyone, welcome back to more chess. Playing Black 1510 against Mr. Roman Wade, I guess? We like this. One of these days, maybe I'll try the Caro-Kann, which I think is this move? I don't know. I don't know what openings are. I always forget. I think against the knight, it's fine to do this. Maybe you're supposed to go here, I don't know. Alright. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do there, but I didn't like letting them take, so... And I've had problems with trying to support this way in the past, I think. Bishop getting here gets pretty unpleasant. And I think that's the reason that I can't do this, right? Because then the bishop comes out and I'm in trouble. So I just get this knight out instead. And if push, I can take and it's fine. That's why I don't have to worry about them immediately gaining this tempo. These knights swarming in already on the queen side are making me a little nervous. This idea is not really anything, I don't think. They would just block. Chase the knight? That'd probably be okay, right? Where's he gonna go? These are all okay, but they're not devastating. I could try this pin now, but then if kicked here, I don't think I'm happy with that outcome, really. I could just improve this knight, or I could try to get a bishop here, but this is not such a great square with my pawn already blocking this off. I don't know, the bishop wants to be a defender when I have dark square pawns. He's not so great as an attacker, so just plop him over here, I guess. Maybe that's okay. I'm worried about my king and queen being exposed to some kind of tricks. This knight could become pinned if I play here. There's no quick way to unpin. I guess this. Yeah, that would be pretty bad for me. Problem is this knight here, maybe? And then bishop there would be pretty unpleasant. So I think I just don't want to let the knight in here. I think that's too good. Let's just make this prep move, even though I hate it. And then put the bishop somewhere so I can castle. I could go here, but I don't really want to weaken this pawn. And I don't care that much about this square for my bishop. This one's okay. Did I get away with this? No, it's attacked 3 times, defended twice. Go here first, and then it might be okay. Probably still wouldn't be, though. It's tough for them to attack a bishop that's here, though, so maybe it's worth something. And it contests these squares, which are weaknesses in my position. Okay, fine. Where is he going? Nowhere in particular at the moment. Just wants to get to a good square. Sure. Seems fine. Maybe supporting a knight here or something. There's this knight move, which is currently guarded only by my queen, so I shouldn't be too quick to trade her off, at least until I've castled, which I think I will try to do now. I have some pretty passive bishops, or at least one of them is. This guy's not so bad. Is this anything? Not really. Could develop my knight. Doesn't seem to be urgent to castle. Yeah, let's develop a knight. Yeah, I thought they might try something like this. I don't really see what the follow-up is, though. Suppose takes. I'm happy with that. Can they add more pressure to the knight? Not really. Yeah, I mean, it slightly weakens this pawn, but that's okay. I'll just castle, I think. I mean, is there some tactic like this, maybe? I don't think so. It ties the knight down to the bishop, but they could, for example, just trade here, and, like, what is the point of this queen move then, right? Or they could move the bishop away, or even here. Yeah, let's just castle. I don't think I'm too concerned about this threat. I'm kind of thinking about this, maybe? Defended 1, 2, 3 times, attacked 1, 2, 3 times. So I wouldn't lose a pawn by pushing. And I open up the center at a time when my pieces are more centralized and my king is safer. So I think that's an idea. Am I losing this pawn if I try that? I don't think so. Well, maybe I am, actually, because this bishop can take. So now I chase away the bishop so that I can go in for that. I guess if they go back to here, then this pawn is... Well, it wouldn't be adding a defender to this square, or an attacker, rather, which is what matters, I think. Okay, they're just going to go in for the trade. Interesting. I wonder why. I don't think that's right. So my idea was this. It's no longer the case that I have a safer king, or that I'm more developed, really. So do I still get some advantage out of this? I think I do. I activate this bishop, who's currently pretty passive. And also, I have this guarded even better now. I can take with a pawn if I want. Yeah, let's bust this open. Challenge their center pawn. Wait, I'm so dumb. I just give this up. Well, I guess I can countertake. Right? I can't take this, but I can win this pawn instead. Oh, I guess the knight goes here, huh? No, he doesn't, because I have this threat. So... Takes... Yeah, I think I am just losing a pawn this way. No, hang on. Push? That doesn't work. They just take it. It's guarded, but by a queen. What about here first, and then this? Then maybe here, and I don't think I'm getting the piece back, or the pawn back, rather. Yeah, I forgot. The whole point, this pawn was there, and I tried to chase away the bishop to allow myself to defend. But then they took the knight, and I was like, okay, now I can go ahead with this push. But that doesn't actually work. Push takes. Takes. Takes? I get at least a pretty active bishop. I'm losing one of these two pawns, I think, right? If here... Well, hang on. Here, what exactly are they doing? Queen trade, right. That was the idea. And then bishop takes so that this doesn't attack a major piece. So I'm not losing another pawn, but the pawn that I lost I'm not getting back. What if I go here first? Attacks the queen, but they can deflect me by taking the knight. Yeah, this isn't working out as well as I had hoped. Hmm. Well, here, they can't actually take this, right? So here. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. If they don't react appropriately, I do get this attack, but I think it's pretty easy for them to see that coming. And this is a pretty simple response. Okay. So I'm getting this then, right? And now I have some tempo. And this pins the bishop to the queen, but I don't think it really does anything. That's not really a pin because they can trade it, right? So I can't, like, track it down. But what about this? And then this? Okay. Let's keep pushing that center. No, actually, I don't think I want to go here. I don't want to let them make this trade. I want something like this. They can get away here, but then I have this move. And we're forming this nice battery on this diagonal. You know, we also have this, which attacks an undefended knight, X-raying a rook. they could defend like that, but it would be a useful place to put a bishop. And I could do that after this move, I think. Right now I can't because there's a knight guarding. But here... I don't know, maybe I can track down this knight? Probably not. He can always just go back here or something. But I can make life inconvenient for him, I think, starting here. I suppose one question to ask is, suppose bishop here. It's only got like 2 squares, right? Which one does it want? I assumed here, but what if bishop here? I can push it again with this, which might very well be good. Yeah. I don't want him defending this knight, I don't think. It does mean my bishop can't get here, but I don't really want him to anyway. Yeah, get out of here. My pawns are marching. Now you have to go back there. And if I want, I can trade, but I don't. Your dark squared bishop absolutely stinks. Oh, that's a nice counterattack, I guess. Isn't it? That's cute. Now that this square is defended by the bishop, I don't have the move I wanted to make at first. I can go here, though? Where are the knight's safe squares? This is one. All these are bad. This is bad, so this is one. Right? So I can either go here, forcing knight there. Ah, no, then they get this bishop, right. So I need to move somewhere that attacks the knight, or that gets out of this thing and defends the bishop still. So I think this is appropriate. But then they go back here. Then I can go over that way and still hang on to the bishop. Okay. It's getting a little bit awkward. Actually, maybe I don't want to retake just yet. I'll have to, because it'll be check, I guess. Yeah, if knight takes, this is the only reasonable move. And I think that's the only way to save their bishop. They have to make a move with tempo with the knight, and that's the only one I see. Because otherwise, they run away with... Well, that's not true. They can go back here, attacking the queen again. That was what I had in mind, yeah. Uh-huh. But now I can get to, for example, here, I think. And now where's the knight going? He can escape. Or he can just stay put. But he can't actually attack the queen anymore, and I get a nice square for her this way. I think this is a good square. And now the bishop has to run, and then we get this, which seems good. Or maybe this? Because where are the knight's safe squares? Oh, boo. I didn't notice this. But I think this is okay. There's no knight moves with check. Oh, but this is guarded by the knight. I missed that. I was thinking I would have... Ugh. Okay, fine. We're going here then. Mistakes were made. I lost the tempo. This is where I should have gone to begin with. Guarding the bishop. I got greedy by trying to attack the knight, even though it's not a real attack. I don't think. I don't know, maybe it is. Whoa. What's that all about? Takes, takes, takes? Is that some amazing sack? It doesn't look like one. Attacking two undefended knights? They can defend each other, but then I'm getting them out of my house. Actually, they can't. Yeah, they could go up here. Well, this one's not undefended either. This one could dodge, and then that would be inviting the queen in. Maybe not so hot. Pin the knight to the queen, though. That could be something. Running a bit short on time. Let's go with this. This is under attack now. Bit annoying. Let's get a rook behind it. We don't take pinned pieces. Let him fester. Don't invite the queen in. I don't know, maybe they have this to unpin, but I just get a pawn, so I don't know how great that is. I really want something going on over here, but I don't have enough support, and this pawn is stopping me from getting more. So maybe this? Ooh. Just take this? That seems pretty good. Pre-moving this, even though obviously they're not going to let me. Now, this is stupendous. Look at this. Now, any knight move here is threatening mate in one, so we can do a lot. Well, not in one, I guess. There's this knight, but I could take here and then move the knight. Sadly, there don't seem to be any amazing knight attacks. I guess there's this, attacking the rook. So that's maybe a plan. Takes, takes, here. And I think that still works if takes, takes, right? I have this if I want it. Is that not good? It might not be good because king here, maybe? It's tough to defend both of these pieces. But what about this take? It invites the queen in, which I don't care for. Yeah, this is a little troubling, isn't it? So there's this. They could just capture. And then I have this, but it's not quite working because there's too many major pieces on the back rank and I can't see through this pawn. I think I'm just going to back off to here. Maybe threatening something someday, but I don't know exactly what. I mean, this is obviously a threat. But it's not so hard for them to deflect, I think. Nope, that was not the move. I think we just come up here and threaten a million things. I don't think this queen can deliver checkmate by herself. But suddenly the rooks are kind of cramped. The knights are having a tough time. This pawn is sad. Check. Sadly, I can't actually get any of these knights under attack by pawns, and it's not fast to get them attacked by a knight either. But I guess I have like this probably, right? This doesn't actually threaten queen here. But here, let's say, might threaten something. I want to get a rook in. Maybe this is the way to do it. And I think I can no longer continue the attack with my queen, but I can fall back a little bit to, say, here, pinning the knights to each other because of this. Nope, that just loses the queen. Two knights next, like, ugh, they're so tricky. I was running, I don't know, I'm not short enough on time that I should have made that mistake. I think this is okay. Although actually knight here might be better still. No, I want to be able to get that, maybe. Well, I can't though. Yeah, let's just defend that pawn. The knight is trapped, by the way, until the rook moves. And I can go here to maybe make him further trapped. I just want to make sure I'm covering this square, so maybe this is the place to go. Yeah. That's the other place to, like, right, the knights. If I had, if I have a knight here and the enemy knight here, they kind of offset each other, so he can't go anywhere. And then I can put a rook here to defend my knight so that this pawn doesn't have to move. Or I could just move the pawn, I guess. But I want my rook free to move, I guess. Yeah. It would be easier if I had another queen. No doubt about that. I expect something like this, and then here? I don't quite know how I'm supposed to make progress. Oh, I didn't think that. What's that all about? Well, now I have this to let me get in here, which I think is good. I have this check. I don't especially want it. What I want is this. Now the knight is cooked. Or actually, if they go here, I don't even know if I want the knight. I might want this first. No, I'll take the knight, I think. Just because it would be with check anyway. Yeah, this would be, of course, the right move. This pawn is performing a very important function. He's blocking the knight has, of course, 3 moves. Oh, 4. The king's doing a good job, actually, now that I look at it. I didn't even think about that one. Does the knight ever have 3 moves? What if it were here? Yes, that's 3 moves. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cute. I have this check, though? Or even this, supporting the knight. And this is still dead. It's actually even more dead because it doesn't get a pawn on the way out. This pawn wasn't actually doing anything important in terms of stopping this knight. All the knight's moves from a light square are to a dark square. Um, which I guess doesn't say anything about why this pawn wasn't stopping anything. But he wasn't. Because they were both dark square pawns, so the color argument doesn't really hold any water. I think my stuff is coordinated pretty well. I think they go for this now, but then I'm attacking the rook as well, so it doesn't really work. Oh, that's cute, I think. Does that work? They're not really threatening to take, I don't think. Because this would be coming with check. I think I can just go here and pin the knight to the rook. They found a good move, though. I like this idea. I didn't notice that it could go here and it would be a trade because the rook is guarding. That is, it would be a trade if I immediately captured. Um, huh. But here? I think everything is still okay. This doesn't really work. I guess I just can't quite win a rook, huh? Well, now I have this. But then the knight just falls, right? Yeah, that's no good. Okay, fine. I think I have enough material to come through in the end here. Oh, I should have gone here, actually, to prevent the king getting there, which is a place he's happy to be, I think. How's the rook trying to get in? He can't right now, yeah? Okay, this. Check. Forces king here. Check. Pick this up. But then check and they can't take this. Yeah, okay. They do get behind some of my pawns, though. Maybe I just shouldn't allow it. Maybe I should just start pushing something. I don't know. I think here is fine. I can't do that. Wait, what? Isn't this checkmate? Ah, no, king there. Here? Not really doing anything. Okay, go away. I don't know what I'm doing with this king. I want to let my king get off of this file. Now this rook's going to be pretty busy. Yeah, we should have this now. We had it a while ago, I'm sure, but there's a lot of room for me to make mistakes, and I think that room is evaporating. Yeah, having so many more pawns than the opponent has helped. Let's just promote with check. Now you must abandon your rook, I believe. Right? Yeah. All the squares that defend are covered. So we can pre-move this. This is probably good. You can't be stalemated when you still have... Oh, this is checkmate anyway, when you still have pawns. Okay, well, a victory. Did I make it? Am I above 1500? I think it's the first time in my life. Well, you start out at 1500 provisional. I forget if I won or lost my first game. Is there a way, like, will it tell me my maximum rating ever? I think it will. 1504. That's where we are now. Congratulations to me. Okay, so let's have a look at the game. A long one. 57 moves, certainly longer than my usual. And I think you're supposed to take there. It's just hard not to. Why did I play h6? I didn't want the knight getting here, I think. But why? Oh no, I didn't want the bishop getting here supported by the knight, making things awkward for me, maybe. I don't know. That wouldn't have been so amazing. I was worried about the knight, but I don't really know why. I think this might have been a waste of time. But the problem is this allows the knight to actually get here, and like I can't really chase him away very easily. I don't know. This pawn move is probably wrong, but I don't know what else I was supposed to do, and probably wasn't that wrong. These bishop developing moves kind of suck. Really don't understand that queen move. I don't know, it's just generally improving her. You can castle if you want, although you probably don't. I don't know, why not? It gets a rook to a half-open file. It might not be the end of the world. You get this. Right, and here I made this mistake where I forgot. I was like, okay, the bishop is gone. Now I can push this pawn because this is still defended. But no. The point is not to have the bishop be gone, it's to have the knight be a stable defender, and that's not what happened. So I'm pretty sure this pawn push was a mistake, although I seem to scramble together something that kind of worked out of it, which is a bit surprising. I suspect my opponent just failed to punish. Yeah, running away with the knight is questionable. I thought takes here. And then, like, I don't know, this? No. This. Attacking the bishop and threatening a discovery against the queen, maybe. So where does the bishop go? Nowhere. It's stuck. I see. So that's maybe why. I mean, I don't know. Ah. Where's the move I was trying to explore? I want to explore this, but there's usually a keyboard way to do it, and I don't see the up and down arrows showing it to me now. So I thought this. Oh, now it's there. Okay. I thought this, and I guess the issue is that after bishop here, they can't capture with anything. But I don't really see that as a big problem. I'm not threatening anything either, right? They just traded pawns instead of, and now they're up one, right? Material is balanced. This knight is maybe a little precarious, and my bishop has gotten good. But I don't know if it was really worth the pawn that I gave up. And so when they went with that instead, I think that was a mistake. It lets me get all these moves with tempo. Ah, but then they went in for this. Yeah, so I think I needed to go. Well, actually, I guess I could have gone here. I tried this, I think, or maybe I tried this. I don't think this really works either. Right, they take the bishop. I think the reasonable moves are these. I don't remember why I got so upset about this happening. It's not like I could have just teleported here to begin with. And if here, like my queen is so unbelievably passive. Well, no, she's not. She's doing a pretty good job of controlling the knight's forward moving squares, and then a pawn push just chases him here. Where maybe we can do this. Open things up a little. So what does the computer think I'm supposed to do here? It seems to be pretty darn close. Okay, fine. So I went with this. Ah, no, this is where I stepped up for no real purpose. I didn't consider this move. So I should have just gone here to keep the knight out, I think. Ah! I hate that the down button takes you back, like, takes you to the absolute end of the game. Where were we? So I wanted to know what's going on here. It actually says going forward is better, which is a bit of a surprise to me. Why? Apparently this is bad. Oh. The bishop's defending here. My queen wasn't. Oh no, but the knight. So what's wrong with this? You can take en passant. I see. And the bishop has to run away. We have this insane en passant pawn. I mean, okay, you just trade him in for another pawn, but like he got a 2-for-1 deal. And I thought now we would be trying to attack this knight, like so. Like, what an amazing X-ray? But apparently that's wrong. Because of moves like this, attacking the queen and blocking the attack. Okay. And it says just go here, which, sure, it's an open file. All right, back to the game. I made this mistake. I didn't see en passant. I just saw the attack on my queen. I saw there were no obvious attackers this pawn, and I forgot that was still an attacker. Rook there, I don't understand. Like, why not run away with the bishop? It's surely a blunder, right? Yes, huge blunder. Great. And this seemed good? Stockfish says it's fine. Better to go here for some reason. Or this? Very weird. Yeah, defending seems fine. That was a mistake because the knight is pinned. This gives up a pawn, but I decided I didn't want it because of king here. What does the computer think? It says you can take it. So why not king here? What's the problem? Ah, you escape with tempo, sort of. Well, is it really escaping? What about just knight takes? I guess the problem with knight takes is it lets the queen in. Yeah, okay. Or you could even just play queen here. And then, like, do you really want to spend time capturing this bishop? I guess you kind of have to. But I get all these cool moves now. Okay, well, I ran away, which it said gave up a substantial advantage, but I'm still well ahead. They went in for this, obviously a blunder. And I dropped this. It's just like too complicated to think about what two knights like this can do. Look at all the squares they're covering, right? Um, right? Like, I don't know. I can be forgiven for missing one. Uh, Obviously a big mistake for me, though. Certainly biggest blunder of the game, surely. And it made it more work for me to convert. But I think I did a pretty good job of it. Trapping that knight, and then I don't know. I would have liked to get this rook involved, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. There's this, which is cool, but it just takes time, and it might have let them do something over here. I don't know. I saw a chance to like pick up a knight, and I was like, great, I'll take it. But then I didn't actually take it because they were threatening this. Well done. Why not here? Right, I think I considered this. And I saw that this, I'm winning the exchange, and I thought I could still win a full knight, which would be a bit better. And so I tried to do that instead. But maybe I should just be willing to simplify in case there's some follow-up tactic. Right, we have check. You could go king here, I guess. Maybe that's actually fine. Yeah, actually they just shouldn't take. Attack my rook. And then I kind of have to take here, and they get the knight back. So it wouldn't actually be winning the exchange to check here. There was this, but no particular follow-up. And it keeps my rook and knight tied together in a way that I don't think I can sustain. So the other thing I could try, perhaps, would be this. Rook here. Not winning anything, but trading a rook, which is useful in its own right. But I think this was a nice idea. Even if it didn't quite work, I think. I ended up not being able to win any material out of this. But I simplified both a rook and a knight. And I'm sure my endgame technique was just dreadful here. But having, advanced pawns separated by such a distance meant that I could overload the rook, and then it was pretty easy. Okay, what does the computer think? At the end, it thinks I'm winning. That sounds about right, since it was checkmate. Okay. Ooh, big blunder here. Knight attacking the queen. What is the purpose of that? I mean, it's also attacking the bishop that's defending the pawn. Ah, I see. My queen is tied down. By the way, why is it... Oh, I didn't say learn from your mistakes. That's why. Okay. So this was a mistake. Yes, I agree. I figured that one out for myself. I needed to find another defender for this square if I wanted to try that. Perhaps, well, queen here, then I have fewer defenders there. But I still have 3, which I think is enough. So, like, I don't know, this might be okay. Yeah, that's the move it, in fact, prefers the most. Yeah, then I can push this, which, is that what it wants? No. It says get a rook behind as well, or take the open file. Would this be okay then? It would be bad. Interesting. And then having done that, this is even worse. So I think the point is that after push here, I have to move the queen, and after knight takes bishop, queen takes, this pawn is defended, but this pawn has become under defended. And it could go push, knight here, queen here, takes, takes, takes. And this pawn is defended twice and attacked only twice. So I think my queen just has too many things to do, is why I can't afford this. I think it's probably just like here. Nope. This knight move works even better, I guess. That's fair. I mean, I guess I could just defend the knight with another piece, couldn't I? Yeah. Okay. And now this pawn is sufficiently defended. It doesn't like this, which ended up leading to knight here. I guess we could just put a rook here and stop that idea. Maybe. Yeah. I don't think I would notice that this is an important square for a knight, and so I wouldn't think of this, but especially since the knight's been there for a while and still hasn't gotten there. But okay, until the bishop came in, my queen had this covered like more tactically by just stepping up. Now that there's a bishop here, this knight attack is more promising. Okay, well those were my mistakes, huh? You didn't have any complaints about my endgame technique? I mean, inaccuracies, sure. Wow, why is rook there? So, oh, right, drops the bishop. Any other cool ideas I missed? Bishop here. Just a generally good square for a bishop, or threatening this somehow? I guess defending my knight. It's a nice place to have a knight, and the bishop is a good way to defend it. And we can pile up more and just keep the knight stable. If this, there's this, which is an even better square for a knight. Right? It actually says I might want to run away. But okay, knight here is also good. Fine. So I didn't find that bishop move. I defended my pawn. Yeah, I was worried about this. Why don't I have to worry about that? With bishop here. Oh, it's defended by my knight. Okay, sure. That's a good reason, I guess. Okay, so that explains that mistake. It actually says you would be better off grabbing the knight first. Why? And then don't even take... Yeah, because now it's not pinned. What? Why am I taking this knight? It seems like a horrible play. Knight here is amazing? Yeah, I mean, I guess stuff like this is sort of cool, but I don't like that at all. This is apparently just slightly worse to the computer, but to a human it seems way better. So I'm happy with it. And it says you can take the pawn. Okay, fair enough. That's funny. Apparently, the position is so sad for my opponent that getting rid of this bishop is worth losing the queen. I mean, it's not. Like, it is making the position worse by, like, 2 pawns. But apparently, despite being, down by only... What are they even down by? I have 3 minor pieces, they have 2. And everything else is balanced. Yeah, so down a minor piece, but it's most of a queen. And this just makes it the rest of a queen. Like, knight turns most of the positional imbalance into material imbalance, and then the position's kind of okay, I guess, but they're way down on material. Take here. Seemed kind of scary. Why not captures? Drops the other rook. Yes, I even mentioned something about the rooks being tied down to each other, but I forgot to take advantage of it by just grabbing this pawn and freeing up mine. And now I can't actually do it. But I could pick out the pawn and then come back. And then go for this. That's kind of cute. And then if they try to chase the queen away, I can come defend the knight and attack this pawn as well. Okay. I attack the pawn, which is fine. And I blundered a queen. Not so great. Yeah, it says don't even bother with pawn here. Just defend everything with the knight. Sure. Yeah, I guess right, because the knight defends this as well. So this gave them a chance to make another move, which I didn't have to allow. I can go in for this attack right away, and it's saying just give up the knight for the pawn. I mean, it's a good thing this king is in the way, huh? Otherwise, lights out. Well, I don't know. In that case, I guess I could go here, and then if the rook flew over to this square, I'd have this. Still pretty uncomfortable. Okay, but I pushed the pawn. Yeah, and it says actually just go for this. So what follow-up is there to this that I didn't totally get? Oh. It's not about trading for this rook. The problem is that the king can't go here, so he either has to get in the way of this rook attack, or else here, and then I get the rook for free. Oh, how cute. Yeah. Huh. So king here, I get the knight for free. King here, I get the rook for free. Okay, so that would have been better. Substantially better. It says take with the rook so that this all happens with check, I guess. But ultimately it doesn't matter. And I let things get a little bit worse than I had to. But with 2 promoting pawns, it was fine. Oh, was that actually the right checkmate sequence? Look at that. It was. I was just kind of chasing him aimlessly, but it was right. Okay, well, a win. That's always nice to have. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.